There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, me fairy cats meow. Soon may the caveman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they found, in hopes the seeds they spread on the ground would bring small critters a boot. Soon may the caveman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While the gang was bored and morale had dipped, till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They sniffed and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the caveman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. While their heads were hung and the morn was nigh, the nip was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some ice today. Soon may the caveman come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers.
Hold on, goddammit. Can I see what I'm seeing? Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Damn, you looking fine. You looking fine. You looking fine. You looking fine. You looking good. Damn bitch, you looking fine. You looking pretty good, bitch, looking fine. Damn, you looking pretty fine, damn, you looking good. I said you looking pretty fine, bitch, you looking good. Take the ass over here, now you looking good. And take the ass over here, now you looking good.
Well, welcome to Monday Night Mayhem. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Mullet Man.
Look, it's all about the peace and love, man. All
It's a
about the
good-looking
peace
do.
and love. Yeah.
It's a good looking do you got there.
Thank you. I brushed it out before the show. Everything. Well, not really. It's all in my fucking eyes. I don't know how people do this.
It's looking great.
Thank you. How are you doing?
You see, I was like sliding in, made it in with jazz hands because holy shit.
Dude, I did it. I even did the extended intro for you as well.
Nice.
You missed the Trailer Park Boys.
Well, then I'll have to rewatch my own show.
That's right.
Tuffy, come on, you're not getting fish. So first off, I'm going to apologize. I do have to eat while I'm on the air because of my food schedule. So there we are, and I will be eating more fish. I'm not exaggerating. I'm eating 1.5 pounds of fish a day now. And going out of town this coming weekend, so I had to grocery shop this past weekend for this week and next week, and I literally bought 20 pounds of fish from Aldi. Excellent. So that was fun. I bought 15 bags of steamable green beans, like anything that I can freeze, or keep fresh until I get back from vacation, my little mini vacay. It's crazy though. The food is insane. It's totally worth it though.
Anthony Cornett said we could begin now because he showed up.
Oh, thanks. We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have like one random rogue hair here that keeps going into my eyeball. I don't know how you bitches. I don't know how you bitches do this shit.
Cut it or pull it out.
Flocks of hair get everywhere. So we got Dean in the audience. Sai's here.
What up?
Mike Boyles is here. Raymond Trueblood is here. Kevin Bittenbender. That's a fucking mouthful right there.
He's new. Is he new to our network? That's awesome. Good to see you.
Might be. He's asking if I'm John McEnroe. You damn right I'm John McEnroe. These flocks. And then KT Smith is here too. Are we supposed to have KT Smith on down the road?
Maybe, yeah. Yep. Kevin Smith, yes. Normally he's Kevin, but he's one of those Facebook serial offenders like we are, and he has several accounts.
Gotcha. And Renee Jan Henze is here as well.
Now we can begin.
Renee, sorry about your Jeep. She
Oh, I know.
yeah, she crashed the old Jeep. I mean, at least
Anthony
it's only the
Cornett.
Jeep.
Is that Blunt Chick single? #dibs.
All over it. Don't worry, Anthony. I'm gonna be sliding you my number in your
Sliding your
DMs.
DMs.
Watch your DMs. They're about to get digits and some other photos that will get me banned from Facebook. Cindy Cerny's here as well. Cindy, who's my hairdresser? It's Dean. I don't know how you don't know about this dude yet. So I've had an interesting week. Friday, I decided to find a tick on me that had been lodged in my leg.
Oh, yeah, I had that experience.
I ran to the urgent care here locally. Luckily, it was a small one, and it didn't leave like an infection or anything. So they gave me a couple antibiotics and sent me on my way.
Yeah.
And then tonight, I figured out that I had poison ivy on my leg. So Mother Nature.
Oh, fun times.
Mother Nature is like telling me not to go outside anymore. So I got some baking soda on there right now. Hopefully, we'll get it all out and whatnot. It's just a little spot, like the size of a quarter, but it spreads quick.
Yeah, if you stretch it, it spreads, right?
Mm-hmm. So.
Like a bad case of the clap.
Yep. Wait, how do you know about that?
That's none of your damn business.
Okay, moving along. John Bright is in the audience now, along with Jade Lopez.
Hey.
What's up, peeps? So next week we're going to have I'm pretty sure, not 100% full on committed to it, but somebody will do it on a network. Doing a Memorial Day show. Should be the same time. I should be able to do it. But Judy's going to miss it. She'll be on the road. So what I'm going to say is, everybody out there in the audience, if you want in on this Memorial Day show and you want to join me on air, by all means, you can join me on air. I'm opening up the doors to Monday Night Mayhem and showing you what
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yep. We're going to open up the doors. You can come into Grandma's basement and look around. You probably get offended quick as shit and probably leave. So I'll probably just be by myself any damn way. So Matt Cade's here. What's up, Matt?
Oh, good to see you.
So, but yeah, we'll do a Memorial Day show next Monday. Always a very somber show, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but we make it a good time.
We do too. I mean, we go.
The nudity helps.
The nudity does help, especially when Anthony Cornett keeps sending me these dick pics. I don't know what this is about, but I might have to take off this wig.
You should post his Speedo pics too.
Yeah, I should. So this show tonight.
Renee says, "What is Judy eating?" And Jade got it right. Probably fish.
Probably fish. It is.
Judy's fish 4 times a day.
Her diet, you pretty much can pick out what Judy's eating every minute of the day. It's fish. Does that switch up?
So until competition, it won't. Actually, I may get more fish here soon. My protein in the morning is eggs. My next protein is chimkin, and then the next 4 meals is fish. Thank God I like fish.
I'm just working on my do while you're doing that.
And it's always, oh yeah, of course. I like your flowers there. That's pretty cute.
That was a little added touch at the end.
Yeah. But
we got some people on Twitch.
Nice. KT Smith, he just scarfed his down too. So he's also a bodybuilder and training to compete. So we've been pretty supportive of each other the last, 5 months. We always have been, but the last 5 months we've gotten kind of close because of the bodybuilding thing, and it's nice to have the support. Like when you're training at this level, there's not a lot of support. It's a very lonely road. So to have close friends that are willing to commiserate with you, it's pretty cool. John Bright asks, what kind of fish? So I am only allowed to have white fish because it is lowest in fat. The Cindy Cerny's got jokes. She says, "Oh yeah, behave yourselves, fuckers. I'm at work." You just gave them license to make your life hell. So it has to be white fish. And the reason I eat so much fish is because so today's a no carb day, which causes brain fog. because brain fog, carbs are brain food. So fish helps combat the brain fog that you get when you cut carbs. And that's where I am. I'm today's every fifth day I'm no carbs. So tomorrow I get all the carbs. I get to have a steak for one of my meals, and I can have fries, which I'm so fucking excited about, which those can be either restaurant fries or homemade fries, no fast food.
Okay.
And then and I get all of my carbs tomorrow. So, and then every day my meals cut. I start from the very last meal of the day, and I cut back a carb every meal until I'm not eating carbs. So every fifth day, I'm not even eating carbs.
Okay.
But yeah, like Kevin Smith says, lots of people don't get what we're doing. Whitefish, whitefish, whitefish. Whitefish is the lowest in fat, so it helps you drop body fat. Because if you're competing to get into one of those itty bitty bikinis, whether it's a guy or a girl, you need your body fat in single digits to get on stage.
I'm competing to get this fucking hair out of my eyes. All right, here we go. Whew, that was a fight. I don't know how.
So I'm in the 14s, by the way.
I don't know how
That's
Dean
my
Sturdy
update.
does it.
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
I'm in the 14s on body fat percentage. And the my first weigh-in on December 6th, I was at 29.8% body fat.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All of my coaches, the guys at the nutrition shop that do my weigh-ins, they're like, you're busting your fucking ass. If you're dropping 15 points in 6 months, you're busting your ass.
So Derek Roshized is in the audience. I served with Derek.
Oh,
way back in
nice.
the day. Yep.
I love it when guys that we served with tune in. That warms my heart.
Derek is like the only dude that I've ever met that we'd be out in Fort Irwin, out in the middle of Mojave Desert, sun blazing, his nose would blister up and literally explode in the middle of the workday while we're in the motor pool. You can literally watch it in real time going, oh, God, that doesn't look good. And there'd just be like blood and shit everywhere. You're like, oh, fuck. Poor guy.
Appetizing.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy your fish.
Yes. Delicious.
Yummy.
Now I'm moving on to my vegetables.
Oh, you veggies?
Yes, I have to have vegetables as well.
I have a question for you too. So what percent body fat for competition are you trying to get down to? Like, is there like a range that you should be at?
So it depends on your body size, honestly. Like short people need to have a much lower body fat percentage, but somewhere between 5 and 9% most likely.
Okay. So, I mean, you're on your way there though.
Yes, I am.
It feels like you're on track?
Sometimes.
Okay.
So here's the problem with no carb days. So on the no carb days, you still have to, I'm working out 5 days a week. I'm doing something every day of the week. I do fasted cardio 6 days a week, and I've alternated it to where you never have a down day. They call it a rest day, but Monday's my rest day, but it's an active rest day. So I did fasted cardio this morning, got out of bed, got dressed, hit the street, and walked almost 2 miles.
Nice.
And then tonight I have to do abs before I go to bed. So there's no stopping there. Today is my rest day, and I don't have to go to the gym there and stay there for almost 3 hours. That's my break.
Gotcha.
So, but there are days when I don't feel like I'm making any progress because no carb days are also your weekdays. And my trainer was like, okay, so here's the deal. On the days you're on no carbs, you're going to feel weaker. You're going to go get set up to do your deadlift at 135 pounds, which is my, I'd say that's my medium weight not to do like a 1 rep max, just to do like a regular set of 10 or 12. 135 is a medium weight for me. He says, You're going to get set up for 135 and you're going to get halfway through and be like, this feels really fucking heavy today. I should go lighter. He says, as soon as your brain says I should go lighter, you need to stop lifting, put that shit down and get lighter weights, because that's when you get hurt.
Okay.
Because you don't have your carbs is what fuels your workouts.
It's your technically fuel.
Yes, exactly. So you just got to kind of go with how it feels. So those days I'm like, I'm a weakling, but then I'm like, oh wait, I haven't had carbs today, so I'll be fine.
Okay. So before we get to catfishing and all the fun that's with catfishing, and we're not talking about you throw, you grab your reel, you run out to the lake, and you're
Fish.
going after some catfish, what Judy's not currently eating. And 'cause I know you ain't eating no catfish. So
Nope.
um
I am eating swyfish, which I learned through this is a type of catfish.
okay.
It's
So
made in Korea, though, or grown in Korea, or whatever you want to call it.
So have you ever seen this on either Facebook or whatever other social media? If kids' drawings were real.
No.
Okay, so this is fun. We'll do this just before we get into. I gotta share my screen real quick before we get into some catfishing. So here we go. That's what that picture would look like if kids' drawings were real. And there's a couple more in here too.
I knew I should have gone to the bathroom before the show.
Hey, Audie Blackwell, how you doing?
Good to see you.
So, Moif sent this to me. There's a couple more in here too. There's that one, which is pretty good.
Oh.
Also super
What?
creepy. Yeah.
What in the fuck? That looks like it came from a bad episode of like CSI or. Wow.
Here's the next one.
Oh. He's very unfortunate looking.
Yes. Yes, he looks very homely. Excellent. Like
I
it's
just want to know what software you need to do that. What program, which app?
Right. That would be kind of badass.
It would. Well,
what was that kid drawing? Oh,
that's
man.
isn't that what the British call that dessert, spotted dick?
Yep. But I guess it's supposed to be a giraffe, though.
Okay. That's a peen. What in the?
Oh God. Wow.
Those poor dogs.
Yeah. Jeez. We should find like the program that does this in for a Monday Night Mayhem show. We'll draw pictures and we'll see if we can get them digitized.
Yeah, like we should get all of the hosts. Yep.
That car's a Jetsons car.
Wait, what?
George Jetson.
Oh, that is fucking sweet.
Right?
So it was supposed to be a helicopter?
Think so.
I'm assuming. I'm getting stared at because someone knows that I'm eating fish or was eating fish.
This duck is terrifying. This is what I dreamed ducks were like when I was a kid. Like I knew that they had teeth there. This picture just
He needs to
proves it.
see an orthodontist.
Yeah.
That's one hell of an underbite. Oh!
Holy shit. It's a pretty badass horse. That bird got 2 mouths.
And his feet are all fucked up.
Right? Oh, but we're back to this. All right.
That was awesome. We need more of that.
Yeah.
I want to know what program you do that with.
I don't know. Let me see if I can drawing programs that take pictures.
Sorry, Tuffy. I ate it all. He's like, you bitch.
Can you eat them? No, they're not animated.
Jade says, do y'all hear banjos? Yeah. Come on. Come visit.
All right, so
He's like,
catfishing. You ready for this? You ready for some catfishing?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So, just so
coffee.
everybody's so we're all on the same page here. Catfishing refers to a type of online fraud in which the cyber criminal creates a false online identity for the purpose of stealing and exploiting the victim's identity. So I hear, like, I see it like almost every week. Somebody's like, don't accept this friend request from this person because they actually stole, like it just happened to Mike Stedman, where somebody took his picture and made his whole, like, it still said Mike Stedman, but it made like a whole online deal for him on Facebook. So
I did see that, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Here. You liked it. Shut up.
Dad.
Can you fix my hair for me? Please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, don't pull on it. Don't, hey.
I'll get the scissors.
Don't get the scissors. I grew this out like in 5 minutes before the show.
Well, you're gonna have to grow 5 minutes out again.
No, I don't want to. No,
Too bad.
my flocks.
Also, where'd you get that flower from? And can I use it?
Maybe.
Thank you.
I don't know. We'll see.
Didn't I send that to you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't. Stop.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Love
Bye.
you.
Love you.
I got
Oh my
brought down.
God, Dean Cerny, if George Washington and Joe Exotic had a kid.
It's true. 4 score. Wait, that's never mind. I just got brought down Amish bread. So Amish friendship bread.
Bread. I miss bread. Which I can never have again unless it's gluten free.
That'll go good with this beer that I'm having as well. Don't you just hate me?
Oh yeah. You can have a loaf of bread in your stomach.
But anyway, so like Mike Stedman had his it really isn't his identity stolen because that's
It's just your Facebook. No, but they cloned his account.
Yeah, they cloned his account, which, I mean, once you catch it, you just report it to Facebook. Facebook,
they're fast about that shit.
They're real fast about that. They'll make you basically have to prove that you are Mike Stedman. So,
and they don't let you in because I opened an account that may have been very controversial, and she may have been a bit of a troll, and it didn't last fucking 48 hours, and Facebook was like, you're going to have to prove that you're this person, and it was like one of those like Hugh Jorgen type accounts. Hugh Jorgen.
Yep.
It was one of those types, yeah.
Dean said for Mike Stedman, it was probably the gay dude he pranked at the bar.
Probably.
That'll do it. I remember way back in the day when Dan would call a place as a prank. There was one person that actually figured out that they were doing it online and actually jumped on the show and started giving Dan some shit, which was hilarious.
Oh, nice.
Which Dan was like, "Yeah, fuck you." He hung up on him. So that's the benefit of having all the controls. So you had sent me some
yes, I did.
catfishing scams. I shall open those up.
The first one. Hold on, let me open up Messenger so I can read these to you guys because you probably won't be able to see them if you're viewing on your phones. Let me bring this up here.
So it's Behind Bodybuilders is the first one.
Yeah, it should say scam number 1.
Yeah.
Look who came to say hi's. Tuffy, say hi to all your adoring fans. He's like, scratch my head, bitch. Okay, so scam number 1. This was a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure this is a scam. So this Behind Bodybuilders page messages me on Instagram. You can use the link of your... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try this again. I'm on the... I clicked the second one. Thanks for getting back to us. So they messaged me. They're like, hey, Judy. And I'm like, hey.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Thanks for getting back to us, they said. We are so excited to see you as our next source of inspiration. Behind Bodybuilders is a platform, link in bio, where you will have your own personal page that will host your personal details and your fitness story. Your page will inspire readers on our website, will get you exposure, and will tell that you are a credible person. Also, your story will get published on our Instagram and Facebook pages, and we will give it a boost, making sure that it reaches a broader audience. You can use the link of your personal page on our website to share to your social media accounts, use it in emails, or print it on your business card. Everyone will know you are credible. The process to create your own personal page on our platform is pretty easy. We will hand you a submission form where you will enter your personal details and put your story together, answering a couple of questions. Note that we are very selective for whom we accept on our platform. Only the serious, trustworthy, and authentic is accepted.
Yep.
After submitting your details, you will have to pay a $60 verification fee. And this is where all the red flags start going off in Judy's head.
Yep.
Because I was interested until this. This will make sure you are who you say you are. Oh, really?
Uncle Si, and that's how Judy got an OnlyFans page.
Right, exactly. And it says, and it goes on to say, so it'll make sure you are who you say you are, and that only serious people are on our platform. Look at you just said you looked at my Instagram and you were looking for people like me. Do I not look serious on Instagram? Come on. So they said, shall we proceed? And I'm like, this was yesterday. And I'm like, $60 verification fee. And I slept on it overnight and I'm like, you know what? These people can eat my ass. So this morning, or you see today at 12:20, they messaged me. We didn't hear back from you. Would you be in? I said I would be if there wasn't a $60 fee to verify my identity. That's not something I'm willing to do. It sounds like a scam to me. If you're legit, you should rethink your verification process. My favorite part of this whole thing, they fucking liked my comments. They put a little fucking heart on it.
Yeah, they hearted it.
Yeah, so that was like, red flag. I couldn't believe that. I was like, are you serious? You really, this is, there's some dark reading this and they have no idea what I said. That's why that I'm 100% sure of it.
Right.
I was like, do you people really think I'm that fucking dumb? But I'm assuming that there are probably people who bite off on this.
Yeah. Also, too, $60 to verify anybody is a crock of shit. You could get a credit report, I think, for between $10 and $15, and that would
for
verify
free.
Well, yeah, you can do that too. But I mean, if you're doing one where you actually got to do a poll on one, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like only between $10 and $15.
Yeah, I was like, if they'd have said a $60 fee, contract fee, or something like that, or what,
right,
membership fee or something, but verification to make sure you are who you say you are. Last time I checked, I've always been Judy. Just saying. So that was fun.
What's this other one for the Bill and Belinda
Foundation?
Oh,
yes. This is fun times. So
you want me to show that one?
Yeah, because you guys are going to love this. Okay. So the very first screen that you guys are looking at is a message from my girlfriend, Sharon. And hold on. These, for some reason, when I click on them, they're displaying in the wrong order. Okay. Hello. How are you doing? Okay. There we are.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I found it.
Okay. So Sharon says to me, this is on Instagram again.
Okay.
Hello. How are you doing? Now, I'm already leery of this because Sharon doesn't message me on social media. Sharon and I message on the phone, and we haven't talked in quite a while. So I'm like, something's not right here.
Right.
And this has happened before with her accounts. Twice on Facebook within like 6 weeks of each other. And I had a little fun with them back then too. So of course I'm like, we'll see. So I said, hey, Sharon, I'm great. How are you? And here's where the bullshit starts right from the beginning. Wishing this pain go away. 3 of my teeth was removed. I'm still on med pains. I can't talk on phone for now. That's the pain I'm facing now. Did you got the message I sent to you last week? Okay, first off, Sharon graduated from a 4-year college. So her English is a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
And already they start with the bullshit. I can't talk on the phone, so don't try to contact me. I won't be able to talk to you because this is a fucking scam.
Most people I know too don't start out with hello, how are you doing? Like I have maybe 10% of my people on my friends list would do that. Like they're a little bit more proper, but most of the people on my friends list are like, hey fucker, what's going on?
Yeah, right. Like me and you, like, hey bitch, what up?
Yeah, what are you up to?
Or you call me homie most of the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what up, homie? I keep it gangster, okay?
Right. So I lost half my seat. Tuffy is now behind me in my chair.
Oh, excellent.
Putting his feet in my ass because he's like, Mommy, you're too close. Move.
Right. He's like, I'll massage you from back here.
So, of course, I'm like, we'll see. Maybe this is legit. So I
Right.
said, oh, I'm sorry about your teeth. That sucks. She says, thanks. Did you got my message about the BGMF? And I'm like, BG, big, wait, motherfucker. I'm like,
Big gay motherfucker.
I'm like, I don't know what that is. Did you send the message here? I didn't see it. I hope it wasn't anything important. And at this point, I'm like, you people are so fucking full of shit. This is so not Sharon. She says, thought you heard about the Bill and Melinda Foundation launch, the grant funding on recent. It's to improve, maintain a high quality standard living of people and to help the deaf, retired, disabled, and unemployed. Don't tell me that you haven't heard that I won grant money. Has anyone ever contacted you yet? I thought I sent the message. I typed it down thinking I sent it already. Excellent English, Sharon. Excellent. Right. I used to work with her. Her English is better than this. Of course, I'm like, oh, gasp. I haven't heard of that. What is that? She says, I don't know. I don't know. You haven't heard about this. It's not advised publicly. I also got the info from a God-sent neighbor, and I apply for it. I'm letting you know that I got the sum of $100,000. Who fucking talks to like that? I don't have any people that are that hoity-toity that they say, I got the sum of $100,000 delivered to me when I apply for this, and I don't have to pay it back. You can also apply to its full blessings. Have you heard of the attorney Jack Frederick before? And here's where Judy starts having a little fun. Is that the guy who started Pornhub? And I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. No, he was the one that helped me to get my grant. He's a good and honest man. I will give you his private Facebook page or text number now so that you can also add him up and apply too, okay? I said, oh, I thought you were going to hook me up with the founder of Pornhub. That would be totally awesome. I'd fangirl like a motherfucker if I could meet him.
And she hearted the message. And
I'm like, yep. And then, of course, I got to, because I have to win. Are you on Pornhub? We should be friends on there. Sharon is super religious. I knew that if I mentioned Pornhub and it was really her, she would either faint or be like, what the hell is wrong with you? You need Jesus.
That's amazing.
Jade, you sit on a throne of lies. Yes, Dean Cerny, Bill and Melinda Gates. Yes, that's what they're alleging. Oh, that was so fun. It's a damn shame that I couldn't carry the conversation on any longer. Somebody must have reported, because I know when they do this catfishing, they keep they'll do it to like everybody in the friends list, right?
Yeah.
So what they don't realize they're doing then is more people are more likely to report it to get that account shut down. So I didn't get to have too much fun, but it was fun while it lasted.
So that same Bill and Melinda Gates thing happened to my Uncle John. His account got taken over, I believe on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two. And he messaged messaged my sister, my sister's friend, and said that can't talk on the phone right now because he just had surgery. And she was like, "What the fuck? Like I just saw him." So she called to my sister and she goes, "Did your Uncle John have surgery?" And she's like, "No." She's like, yeah, he's sending me messages on Facebook saying he had surgery and like needs money. And this other Nikki's like, yeah, it's just a scam. Don't do it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So then we got a hold of my Uncle John. He's like, what the fuck? I have to delete everything. I'm like, no, just report it. You'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Calm down.
I would fangirl like a motherfucker. That was a load of fun.
But yeah, so I've seen some really good catfishes over the year.
Oh yeah.
When I was
if
working,
that person's English were better, I might have believed that she just had mouth surgery.
So when I was working with homeless, met a guy who was in the shelter, and what I'd done for a while was I would go to the shelter and I would do intakes and I would get them hooked up with like social services and stuff like that. I basically triage their problem and figure out what the hell we need to do to get them basically out of the shelter. because there's never enough beds at a shelter in any city. So,
Right.
so this guy, we sit down and we're chit chatting, and Mike Stuckey's in the audience now. As soon as Pornhub came up, he joined us.
Hey, baby.
Right. Hey, girl.
Big surprise. My boyfriend shows up when the conversation turns to Pornhub.
Right. It was like the bat signal went off in the sky. He was like, what?
Is my girlfriend talking about Pornhub
Right.
again?
This fucking bat signal goes off a lot. So I sit down, I'm talking with this guy, and I say, just judging from your financial background, you got disability come in, and you get 100% disability from the government, whatever, so Social Security. You should have more than enough to get an apartment and whatnot. I go, you just need to save up some money. He goes, well, I have a problem. I was like, okay, what's the problem, And I figured it was bills. I thought it was like some crazy bill that he owed that was getting garnished out of his bank account.
I got a Mustang at
right
29%.
29% when I was a private. He's in his 50s right now, so he's not even close to having it paid off yet. And so he's like, well, I'm trying to help my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, all right. So does she live here locally? No, she doesn't. I'm like, okay, where does she live? She's in Philadelphia. All right.
I thought you were gonna say the Philippines. I was like, oh, I see where this is going.
No, but it does take a twist. So says that she's in Philadelphia and she's going to be coming to get him soon. I'm like, okay, cool. So how long do you think you'll be here? He goes, probably this weekend. I'm like, okay. That was like on a Thursday. Monday morning, I come in to do intakes. There he is. I'm like, oh, hey, come on in, sit down. We'll talk for a minute. So
we'll chat a bit.
Yeah. So I'm like, so what happened over the weekend? Well, she's stuck in Canada. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, no.
All right. I'm like, continue the story. And he's like, yeah, she went up to Canada for work, and she got stuck up there. Something about her passport, and she can't give it to Philadelphia to come back and pick me up. Okay, so she works. It's like, yeah, and she was able to fly to Canada. So she has money, yeah. But you just sent her all of your money. Well, that's the money that she has. I'm like, but she has a job. Yeah. Have you ever seen her? He's like, no, but I have a picture on my phone. So he's doing this and figuring things out. He's like in his late 50s, early 60s. So like technology is difficult for him. So he's like going through it. And then he finds it. Holds up a picture. It's a stock model picture off of Google. Like literally it has like the little, like the modeling company that this person works for. And I'm like, all right. I was like, if I can find that picture within like the next 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you that you're being catfished. He's like, no, I don't even know.
I would never. I wouldn't fall for that.
And I'm like, so you know what catfish is? He goes, yeah. He goes, social services told me I'm being catfished. The staff here at the shelter told me I'm being catfished. And I'm like, Jesus, man. They see it, but you don't.
Oh, so he's been told.
He's been told a lot. And so, sure enough, within 5 minutes, I find this girl's picture. I go, here she is. She's a model out of Los Angeles. Well, yeah, she moved to Philadelphia. All right.
Yeah, because Philadelphia's modeling potential is so much better.
I go, this is her name. And he's like, well, that's not the name she gave me. I'm like, yeah, that's also not the picture that's her real picture. The name that she probably gave you is probably somebody else's name altogether. They don't give like
right
their names out.
It's probably derp.
Yeah, so he sat there for a couple minutes, and the wheels were spinning, and I'm like, all right, good. Maybe he's figuring this out. He's like, well, I'm going to call her this afternoon. I'm going to get this all straightened out. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, if she is on to you and realizes that she can get in trouble for this, and, like, the authorities are coming to get her, she's going to drop all contact from you, new number, who dis, everything. Like, you will never see your money ever again. He dumped, we're sitting and figured out one day, over 10 grand, easily.
Oh,
to whoever this person is, like super catfished, and but only had maybe 3 phone conversations. All the rest were text messages. Hey, baby, I need this, I need that today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be homeless, and he'd be like, cash wire $500 right now. Meanwhile, this dude is actually homeless, living in a shelter, just every day just being out on the streets. He can't get a job because he's on disability. So it's just it was crazy. So a couple days go by, because I want to go there every day. So a couple days go by, I show up back at the shelter. I'm doing some intakes, and I see him just sitting in the corner. And he's trying to avoid me. He's doing this whole like look around.
Because he's still talking to that person.
Oh yeah. So I get up and I walk over, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on, man?" Oh, just gonna go look for apartments today. Like, so did you ever call her? Did you ever call your girlfriend that's catfishing you? Yeah, I did.
Did you call your girlfriend Kat?
Yeah. He's just like, oh yeah, I did. And he doesn't say anything. I'm like, okay. So did you guys break up? He goes, no. I'm like, okay. Why? Why did you break up? And
she said she loves me.
Right. Well, kind of like that, but also too, like, she basically reconned him back into like she
more money.
So well, kind of. It's weird. She fessed up to it, but then reconned him back into a whole new con. I was like, wow.
Oh, so she was like, well, I did do that, but this is why I did it.
Yeah, but
this is the real reason. So give me more money.
So the real reason, according to her, was that she's strung out on opiates.
I mean, Cerny, because she's pregnant and it's his kid.
Right. I wouldn't, honestly, if I probably met him now, that's probably what it would be too. But no, but she told him that she's strung out on opiates and all this other stuff. She has addiction issues. She lived in like some other part of the country too. So what does he do? First of the month comes around, sends like 75% of his disability check to her. I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, why? And now he's on the thing, well, she needs help. Oh, I lost you. Bye, Judy. Judy broke her stuff. But anyways, yeah. So, oh, there she is. She's back. You're back.
I was moving the screen, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, you're
Nope.
done.
Yeah,
You're
also,
done with your podcast. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Have a nice day. But yeah, so she convinced him that she's all strung out and stuff like that, and she's going to die and whatnot. So he just kept sending her money because he needed to save her. I was like, this individual, not only got caught, but then she reconvinced dude to keep sending the money, and he just buying right into it. Yes. Oh, that sounds great. Like, that's...
You need chapstick?
Yeah, indeed. She's a circle back scammer. Dude, she... Honestly, those are the people that, like, need to, like, sell cars and shit, because, yeah, this car is great. Yeah, we understand, like, the bumper just fell off. We'll put that back on. It should be fine.
Man. I'm just glad that I don't trust anybody. You know, like... Mike and I probably never would have dated if it weren't for the fact that I knew him from before. You know, I just don't trust people.
Right.
I want to. I absolutely want to trust people, but you know, I have been burned so many times.
Yep. Yeah. So now I work with the developmentally disabled, which is a great population to work for. If you ever get into it's awesome. It's just awesome to work with individuals like that. But they also get catfished all the fucking time.
Yep.
And it's insane because people basically take advantage of them. So
yes, absolutely. And it's disgusting.
It is. And there's in certain ways, there's not a whole lot you can do about it because they'll figure out a way to send their money to the individual that are scamming them. And they wholeheartedly believe that they're basically friends with these people and they're going to take care of them and everything else.
Yep.
Yeah. It's sickening.
Yeah, and they prey on people who just in general are unaware that these are scams. You know, whether it's people with mental disabilities or the elderly.
Yep.
And it just makes me sick.
Well, even veterans who are kind of down and out on their luck because as veterans, all of us get down and out. every now and then. Like when Judy has too much fish, and she goes into a fish meltdown because that's all she has to eat is fish.
Thank God tomorrow's steak day.
She's gonna fucking lose it one of these days.
I'm gonna lose my fucking shit.
You'll be sitting in the corner just rocking back and forth, going, "No more fish."
No more fish. I'm gonna be standing on stage in August in my little itty bitty bikini, and there's gonna be gills on on my sides.
You're gonna
Those
walk
aren't
out.
serratus muscles on your ribs. Those are gills, you jackass.
You're gonna have a table at the end of like when as soon as you're done, you're gonna just walk off stage. You're gonna go to a buffet table. And you're like, "What is this?" I'm like, it's mine. Okay, back the fuck up.
It's all mine. No, actually, Mike and I have talked about that already. And I'm gonna make a list of things.
Yeah.
That I can eat, because I don't know if anybody's ever done any sort of like an elimination diet or anything like that, or when you eat a certain way for a very long time and then you try to shift course, you have to do it very, very carefully, or you will make yourself very, very, very sick. Yeah. And I'm taking vacation the whole fucking week after competition's over. So I already told Mike that with breakfast Sunday morning, I'll probably have the normal breakfast that I always eat. But I want fruit. I miss fruit. Because I used to have fruit every morning with my breakfast. I have a cup of berries, mixed dark berries, because they're great for brain food.
Right.
With all my brain fog issues that I'm having. And then he's taking me to the gluten-free bakery that's like 20 minutes from my house.
Nice.
And I'll eat half a thing and be like, I'm going to be sick.
Dude, you're going to go into a carb coma when this happens.
I am. I can't fucking wait.
You're going to be so excited. You'll be like, yeah, I'm a fucking champion. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, it's going to be like a kid. Be like a kid who eats all their candy on Halloween.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden be like, right down. Done.
Crash. The sugar crash.
You're going to see Mike just like walking around your house like, I don't know when she's going to wake up.
He'll be like, thank God I got her to shut up.
Right. Might be a while. Probably can go home and come back and she'll probably still be sleeping. 3 days later.
Go see the doctor. Wait, what?
Right. Doctor be like, what did you eat? Everything?
Everything. So yeah, we're going to make a list. And I will probably one meal a day have something quote unquote bad for me. The stuff that I haven't been allowed to eat. But I still, like, my whole life has changed because in January I found out I have celiac disease. So,
well, and Dean just said Judy going to spend $460 at Waffle House to sleep for like 3 months. That's true. That's true.
Oh my God, you guys have I've been craving sweets like crazy, and I've been taking magnesium, but it's not quite helping. We're
going to have Mike like take pictures of you eating like random shit now. Like, well, yep. after the competition, like shit, just like a Sunday, you're gonna be like,
yep. Oh yeah, we're totally going for ice cream one day.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And I can't fucking wait. We have Brewsters here. Do you guys have Brewsters up there?
Nah.
Must be a Southern thing. Oh my God, Brewsters is amazing.
Well, it's like we don't even have Waffle Houses up here. So
what in the fuck? That's fucking un-American.
Yep.
You are in a communist state.
Yep. Yeah, and Cuomo he does a press conference like every fucking day because he needs his ego stroked.
Yeah, exactly, because he thinks he needs to hear himself talk.
So, not to get too deep into the politics stuff, but he's got all those sexual allegations against him for basically forcibly touching and like hitting on his staff. And then he's also got to answer for all the nursing home deaths that he covered up during the COVID outbreak.
Oh.
So
anything that you guys can tell me here about the news, that's my source, because I don't have time. I breeze through, I hear my flash briefing in the morning, but I have not heard this.
Yeah, so I mean this happened a couple months ago, and then all of a sudden he was like, shit. Well, and his budget was all fucked up because every year his budget's fucked up. I don't even know why he still gets reelected. Oh yeah, New York City. And so all this shit happens, and all of a sudden he's like, legalize marijuana. Let's get that going. I'll be a fucking hero.
Jade says the Chronicles of What My Girlfriend Did After Competition by Mike.
Right. $1 million book right there. But yeah, so he just announced this week that he's going to go for re-election in New York. I'm like, oh my God. So
you're talking about the same state who elected AOC.
it's true. Well, New York City did. So New York City,
but
basically,
you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
We're talking about the same region of the country.
Yeah, and so New York City, like if you look at our the way the votes go, New York City takes the large majority of the votes. They're usually pretty much Democratic, no matter who the Democrat is. And yep, it's a bunch of shit, but it is what it is. So next week we'll have the Memorial Day show. Yeah, Renee, I would move if I didn't just buy this house. So
and have your family there. And...
Yeah, kind of like it, kind of like my family. That's the only thing that sucks. But yeah, so next week we're gonna have the Memorial Day show, and you, the audience, are invited. I will put
absolutely.
I will put out the StreamYard link, probably on the Monday Night Mayhem show page, and yeah, I think I can have up to 6 in here, but maybe more. I don't know how many I can have. I'll have to look that up real quick. But screw it, we'll just fill it up, and if you get out of line, I'll just kick you out because I have that power. And and actually, I can leave you backstage, so you're not even on the air. I can just leave you backstage, and you can sit back there and talk to nobody.
Yeah. Play with your pud.
Play with your pud. But yeah, I was, Judy's gonna be on the road. I wanted to make sure that, for a little bit there, I was thinking about not having a show, and then I was like, no, the show must go on. And what is that? If that's Mike calling you.
No, it's not.
I was gonna say that's Mike. I was gonna say if Mike's calling you, we're gonna pull him into the show and be like, "Look, what are you doing? This is showtime."
Oh, I'd totally answer if it were him, but he wouldn't call me. Well, maybe he has his own ringtone. It's
James
Nobody But You by Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani.
Oh God, gag! I mean,
Shut up.
That's really cute. Gag.
It is. It's adorable.
But so me and Judy have also been talking about, and mainly Judy telling me that she's gonna have to step back from the show a little bit.
I am.
For the purposes of training.
Yeah, so I mentioned how my schedule has gotten really busy, and there's, every day I'm doing something. There is no down days whatsoever. My problem is I could do an hour if it was just to sit right here and do an hour. I could do that, but it's not. There's show prep. There's show prep. Usually I try to, when I'm not under this crazy schedule, what I was doing was usually on Sunday, I would sit down at my computer for a couple of hours and scroll news and, kind of like throughout the week, I would email myself so I don't forget to talk about stuff. And I just don't have time to do that right now. Like there's no show prep that goes into this whatsoever. And I'm half-assing it. And I'm getting really burned out on my job. And I'm getting really burned out on the show. And I just don't feel like I have it in me to focus on the show right now. And it's actually having to try to make the show every week has been stressing me out. And that's why you guys have noticed that I haven't been here regularly all the time, because I told Lunchbox and I had already talked about this a couple weeks ago. If one bad thing happens to me on the weekend where I have to take several hours out of my schedule to focus on that bad thing or that off thing or whatever, then my whole schedule for the rest of the week is fucked. And a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago was the most recent time that I wasn't on the air. And that's what happened. Late Sunday, something happened and I had to deal with it. And it put me in the gym later than I was supposed to be. It put me in a really bad fucking mood. So my gym workout took much longer because I wasn't focused. And yeah, I'm spending a lot of time in the gym already. So to add time to it made it even worse. And I got I mean, that was one of those days where I felt like I got nothing accomplished.
Right.
And I was like, I can't make this fucking show tomorrow because I have all the shit that I didn't do. Now I'm going to have to roll it into Monday night. So unfortunately, I am taking a step back until at least competition's over. Lunchbox and I talked. Go ahead.
But that isn't like she's not going to disappear. So like every other show, she's gonna pop in with her championship belt and say, you know, this is how my training's
kind
going.
of a big deal.
She is kind of a big deal, especially on the internet. But she's still gonna pop in. She's still gonna give updates because we want to know what's going on with her training. We want to know everything that's going on.
You guys have been here for 6 fucking months. Like you guys have been here through. I feel like, and I don't want anybody to take this like egotistical. I feel like I owe it to you guys because you guys have been such an amazing support team to me for the last 6 months getting through this. And you know how meaningful this journey has been to me, how painful this journey has been to me. You know, so I feel like I owe it to you guys to update you with what's going on with me. And hopefully I'll have some good news. The competition's August 7th. So hopefully I'll have some amazing news for you on August 9th, you know, like I'll be holding a trophy or something like that, or a medal.
No, you'll be at a food coma by then.
Yeah, right. Well, and so my posing coach says to me last week, hey, are you going? So the category that I'm going for, my body type, is figure. And figure is where you're very muscular, but you're still very, how do I want to say, like ladylike.
Right.
Physique is the more bodybuilder type where they're very ripped, and a lot of the women look unfortunately, they look a little masculine because they take testosterone for a long periods of time, which changes your physical appearance, your face, and things like that. That's not something I'm going for. It's I could never go for something like that. It's not a look I care to go for. I admire the women that have the drive to do that, but I also can't do that because that requires very heavy weights that I'm not physically able to do. I could do it, but then I'd you know, with my spinal injuries, it's just not possible. I'd end up hurting myself. So yeah, there's the category I'm going for is figure, and then there's a bunch of different subcategories. So my posing coach, Becca, who I've been, you know, the girl I've been fangirling over for years, she says to me, hey, are you going for hero figure? And I'm like, hero figure? What the heck's that? And she goes, it's a new category they just opened in 2021, and it's for active duty veterans, first responders, and nurses.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, you bet your ass I am. And at first I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting. She's like, I absolutely want you to sign up for that. And I was like, you bet your ass I am.
Right.
So that's kind of exciting. I mean, that's really, really cool that they're doing this. So all the categories, whether it's like men's bodybuilding, and then you've got women's physique, you've got women's figure, women's bikini, all these different categories that they have a hero category. So active duty veterans, and all these, you know, the first responders and all that, firefighters, police officers, they all fit into the hero category. So I'm kind of excited about that. That's actually, I'm a little honored that she asked me to do it. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is badass.
So that's exciting.
But we're at the end of the show.
We are. I'm going to miss you guys. It feels weird. I was getting ready tonight, and I was like, God, this feels weird. It almost feels like
And you didn't say anything, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to pull the Band-Aid off.
Yep. Yeah, well, I was going to wait till the end, but yeah, it feels like I was getting ready tonight, and it felt a little weird, and, you know, I was almost like, I felt like the end of ThreatCon 5, but I'm like, what are you doing? You're still going to check in. I just probably will only have like 10, 20 minutes. I might be checking in from the gym,
Right.
You know, which is, I'm sure you guys don't give a shit. It's definitely going to be a different look from what you're used to seeing. Dean says, so World of Tanks next week.
No, we're doing the Memorial Day show, and I'm going to, so
Dean's
I'm
been
gonna-
drinking, so just leave him be.
Well, no, and I'm not going to do the video game shows as much because only like 3 people, if that. check
Right.
it out.
Right.
So to me, it isn't worth the time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll just be having random co-hosts throughout the time. So Dean, you're gonna be my new co-host.
Sweet.
I didn't do that tonight either.
Um.
That's what we're gonna end the show with. Some Dean Cerny doing his best to host stuff.
An interview.
Yeah. So I will see you all next week. Judy will check in a couple weeks and let us know what's going on.
Love you
And
guys. Dean Cerny gave us 3 fingers. 3 of these.
three number ones. That's what I'm talking
You're
about.
number 1. We love you.
One
guys.
for me, one for Judy, and one for Dean. We'll be the 3 amigos.
We'll be
change the name
infamous.
Change the name of the show to the 3 amigos.
We'll be infamous.
Matter of fact, we're gonna leave you guys with Dean. So see y'all later.
Smooches.
All right.